In Thailand, by the roadside, we can often smell delicious flavors from a street vendor store. We can enjoy a bowl of rice noodle and clear pork soup with meatballs, ground pork, fried garlic, herbs. Here are the ingredients for 4 people. You can find this list and tips on cookingwithmorgane.com. Start by preparing the broth. For that, put in a saucepan 1 kilogram of pork bones, 3 liters of water, 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Heat over high heat, put a lid on. Be careful, you mustn't bring the broth to a high boil. Cut in half 1 onion, 1 head of garlic, two heads of pickled garlic, take 5 centiliters of pickled garlic juice. Peel 80 grams of black radish. Cut it into chunks. In a mortar, crush 7 grams of peppercorns and 7 grams of coriander seeds. Put them in a tea filter. For a more intense taste, put them directly in the broth and filter the broth before serving it. We can see a slow boil in the broth and some scum has formed. It is time to remove it. Then add the onion, the garlic, the radish, the pickled garlic, the rock sugar, the pickled juice, the peppercorns and the coriander. Put the lid on and let simmer very slowly for 3 hours. Mince 2 green onions and 10 grams of cilantro. Cut 200 grams of pork loin into chunks. Chop them. Keep them aside. Remove the rind from the 2 slices of pork belly. Cut them into small pieces. Chop 40 grams of garlic. Regularly check that the broth is still at a slow boil. To make the fried pork belly and garlic, put 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil in a pan heated over high heat. When it's hot, put the pieces of pork belly. Spread them out. Leave 30 seconds. Stir. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Stir from time to time until they are golden. Then turn on low heat. Regularly stir. When they are golden brown like this, add the chopped garlic. Constantly stir. When the garlic is golden, turn off the heat. Filter them. In the same pan, cook the ground pork over high heat. Add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a good pinch of ground pepper. Stir for 3 minutes. Add 1/4 cup of broth. Turn on low heat. Stir for another 2 minutes. Cut the fire. Keep warm. In this recipe, we use thin rice noodles. Here I chose fresh noodles. A little touch of Tianjin preserved cabbage will spice up the soup. We also add the pork or fish balls. Put them in the broth just 5 minutes before serving. They are already cooked, just to reheat them. Prepare the soup bowl for each guest. Put in a colander a portion of rice noodles, about 120 grams, and some bean sprouts. Put them in a pot of boiling water for only 5 seconds. Drain them and put them in a large bowl. Add 2 tablespoons of ground pork, the fish balls, and the very hot broth. One tablespoon of fried pork belly and garlic, 1 pinch of preserved cabbage, a tablespoon of green onion and cilantro, and a little flake chili if you like. Enjoy without delay. Bon appétit! Mix the bowl before eating. The 3-hour broth is really delicious. It has a good taste of meat, spicy, herbs, pickled garlic. In each spoonful, we appreciate the small, very tasty pieces of meat. Thank you for watching and sharing my video. See you at the next homemade dish.